Well, hello everyone. It is a fantastic Monday in April 4th to be exact. How are you all doing? Oh my goodness, guess what? I'm looking outside my window and the sun is out. It's like it feels like it's been eons and eons since the sun has been out. Now, of course, it's not that warm out right now, but the sun does make a difference. I'm just gonna Oh, wow. I guess I should have charged my phone. It's at 35%, which is still okay, right? It's still fine. It just looked lower than it was, I think. Anyway, it's not too bad today, I guess. It says it's partly cloudy, feels like 40. It's actually 43 degrees out. And it has been overcast all day today. I believe it was overcast all day yesterday. It seems like it's been just cloudy and yucky and gloomy for a while now. So to look out and see blue skies and beautiful white fluffy clouds is making me very happy at the moment. Hello to everybody here. I do see that Toyman's Bar and Grill is here, Mike is here, and MBA is or was here. And I mean, these are people that stopped by before I even started. So thank you. And Taz T. Now, out of these wonderful peoples, I do have a wonderful button to push for this guy I call the cool dude. He has a little bit of Canadian in him, and he's pretty cool. And, well, here you go. Take a look. And of course, I do have to push my own button. Of course. And there you go. Oh, wow. Here we go. Here's Colette Whitney. And, well, today's all right. I'm still dealing with this, I believe it's called a sty in my eyelid that actually started here a couple days ago. It'd be like Saturday night for me, it started. And then yesterday, and now today. And I have to say, it's not as painful today, but it's definitely more swollen and it's just a bother. Sometimes it messes with my vision a little bit, but I think that has to do with, what do you call it, the discharge. It might be letting out on the inner side of my upper lid, something like that. But other than that, I can't complain. I mean, I've been maybe a little tired and things like that, but and I do want to state here, I do see that Colette said, today is the first day of me quitting smoking. So congratulations on starting that, and I do wish you well on that. I hope this goes very well for you. We are here for you. You can do it. Yes, the sun is good for happiness because the cloudiness just makes you in a bad mood sometimes, or just sad and gloomy, right? Even if it's not warm out, something about that sun just gives us joy. Just gives us joy. Ooh, Andrew, how are you doing today, fine sir? And you do know this means I get to push another button. I sure do, so thank you for stopping in. And there we go. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's no fun. Like I say, okay. It's no fun. I have had it before. It's been a little while. And it's one of those where apparently there's different kinds, right? There's ones that are more on the maybe the edge or the outside of the eyelid, and then you have the kind that likes to be on the inside that you can't really see or get to, but you know it's there. And I don't know why, I just tend to get that kind, which is a nuisance. And I think that this kind can stick around for a little longer too, which is also a drag. And then I don't know, here's some more stuff. Maybe you don't want to even know this, but okay, with my vision, for all my life, my right eye doesn't work very well, not for front, like front vision. My side vision or my peripheral vision is good on both eyes because they tested that, for me to be able to drive and such. But when it comes to when you're looking straight, there's probably another name for that, but looking straight, my one eye is considered like a lazy eye, I suppose. Or I like to think of it like, back in the day when you had television and like if you couldn't get your channel in, he has that all those lines and or not lines, but just the fizziness of the I don't know. I can't think of my words right now, but you know what I mean. When you can't get the channel to come in right, there's just a loud noise and you can't really see much. Well, that's how my right eye is. Now, my left eye is what I call my good eye because it's my good eye. And of course, which eye is the sty affecting? Of course, it's on what I call my good eye. And so, with the drainage and all that, at times I'm like, I can't see, I'm blind. So, yes, I am like kind of complaining a little bit. I see some more people have swam in. Hello, Lynn. How are you doing? I hope you are enjoying today. Is it sunny where you're at? And I see Ethan is here. Good to see you here, Ethan. How are you? Oh, really, Taz T? Wow, you should do something special. Everyone, just so you know, it's Taz T's. I call him Taz T. I mean, that's just how I know him. I know it's not quite that, but anyways, Taz T, it's his birthday on Saturday. So, hey, you're going to have to do something special that day, won't ya? And Paranormal, hello, hello, and says, I'm new here. And I kind of figured this because I don't remember seeing you here. So that is really cool. And if I may ask, how did you find here? How did you find my stream? How did you find my channel? If you want to say, because it's kind of cool to figure out or find out, how people found me, because the more the merrier. We really do enjoy having people come to our live streams, be it my own solo stream or our live stream show on Thursdays. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, so good to see you. Oh, okay. I kind of wondered. That's an awesome channel. Yes. Well, thank you so much for swimming over. That's very kind of you. So kind of you. Yeah, very kind. Wow, that's so incredible. Da-da-da-da. Upset because the guy at the Goodwill store, last train clock in the store today. Last train clock. Oh no. Well, that would be upsetting, wouldn't it? Yeah. Sorry to hear that. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. This is so cool. So cool to see everybody here. Yeah. Let's see. I know what I was gonna ask. Has anybody here been able to or had time to go and watch my video I put out earlier today? Every single Monday, I release a video at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. So basically at noon, middle of the day on a Monday, each and every week. And today's video was all about stevia. Not a lot of people seem to know about stevia. Stevia is a wonderful alternative sweetener that isn't man-made. I mean, it kind of is, I suppose, because they process it a little bit so you can use it. No different than sugar, right? They refine the sugar, so I suppose to some degree they the leaves, and then they take, I don't remember. I'd have to look again how they do the process, but they basically the sweet part of it. Okay, I'm being told that my audio is cutting out. I wonder if it's my internet by chance. Hold on a second. I will try to plug in and do it again, and we'll see if it works better. Okay, hold on a second. All right, how is it now? Is it any better? Let me know. I'm going to look at my settings. It's on the right settings. I think it's sounding better from what I can tell. So yeah, please let me know. Because, you know, I can't hear what you can hear. Sounds good now? Okay, that's good. Well, but yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Well, do I need to repeat what all I said if I can remember, or did you get? Sorry. Sound is good. Can't hear anything. Really, Joey? Sound voice keeps dropping out. Okay. Well, let me try this for now. I'll see if I can switch over. Now I'm good. I get all kinds of different comments going on. Can't hear anything. Now you're good. And now Nora's here to save the day. All right. Well, I'll have this on the side here. If it starts getting really funky again, I could connect to my mobile data, but I'd rather not if I don't have to because I only have so much on there. But I obviously want you to be able to hear me. So, yeah. So just let me know. Let me know because I don't know. I don't know unless you let me know. So if it starts to cut out again, let me know and I'll just put on the mobile data for a little while. Okay? All right, here's Nora's button since he's here. Thank you for being here, Nora. That's very kind of you to swing on in, and I will find your button. There we go. So anyways, yes, so it's good to see Joey here. I better say it again just in case you couldn't hear me when I said this. Poor Fishy. Oh, don't pour me. I'm just fine. Poor Fishy's not poor Fishy. I just fine. I still swimming. Anyway, you all just let me know if I start cutting out bad. I will just, I'll just have to go to my mobile data for a little bit, and who knows, maybe the stream will have to be a little shorter, possibly, if my internet's gonna not cooperate. But anyways, the plan is to be here for 2 hours. But I mean, we'll see. Because if you can't hear me very well, then it's no fun for anybody. I know this for a fact. Oh, look at this. Colette Whitney has shared. So thank you, thank you. And you know what that means? That means. Oh, and Toyman shared. So I get to push a button 2 times. All right. Do, 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 do. Okay, so I rearranged my room. Oh, there it is. That is for Colette Whitney, and this is for Toyman's Bar and Grill. La la. Oh. What's this? If I was sending them the nasty email, so it's a lot worse because I would disconnect from that company and go somewhere else. Yeah. That's true. And we will be figuring out. Now you say you can't hear me again. Okay, so I will connect to my mobile device then for now. I'll just keep an eye on the time and stuff. It'll be good. It'll be all good. Okay, that's what I'll do. Because it's no fun if you can't hear me. All right, so I'm going to put on. Where is this? I'm going to put on about the Fishy army, and I'm going to move over to the other connection. All right, now it should be on my mobile device, and I do hope that you can hear me well because, yes, as much as I enjoy supporting people, I know that if the audio is bad, that is like really, really irritating. Oh, I just got thinking though, my battery is getting low. I should probably make sure I plug that in too, huh? Is that sounding better though in the meantime? And then I will have to grab my cord because that'll be the next thing that'll happen is I will, have nothing. All right. I only have a short time. Got to work tonight. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, good. Sorry about that, everyone. I mean, one of these days I will be getting a better internet source. Because when you're a live streamer, you need to depend on something that you can depend on. And I cannot depend on this internet. And it's very expensive and it's horrible. And yeah, that's just how it is for right now. It will get better. I am going to get myself a cord. So in the meantime, look at the merch that I make here at home. All right, I'm back. Yes, you are living in an aquarium. Yes. So I hope you can hear me well now. I have it connected to my mobile device, and I noticed it was only at 30 something percent, which wasn't a big deal. But now that I'm depending on it for my internet source because my internet source isn't good, I figure I better plug it in because my luck, it'll just run dry. Yes, I know. Well, that's supposed to be him walking me, actually. You're correct. Yep. That was the thought. And when I found that on Google, just looking at images and stuff, that's what was in mind. It was like, oh, yeah, there's Ron walking the fish. Did I see that Mooskel is here? Hey, Mooskel, how are you? So I see this. So Mooskel, for some reason oh, there it is. There you are. Howdy, howdy. I had to step away for a minute to get some things done, but good to see you. Good to see you. Oh man, I hope there's something good. Okay. Well, at least my cell phone is good though, right? Have I cut out yet? Ever since I connected to that, I think we've been pretty good. I'm just hoping it doesn't well, I mean, if it eats all my data, it eats all my data. But I'm just hoping it can last for how long I would like to be here. So, you know. Oh, oh, another person. Another person. If it's possible, I think I hear a fishy. You know what? You do. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you. Internet. Okay. Technology. Technology. I did not grow up with technology. I mean, me growing up was going outdoors, playing with my dogs, with my cats, with my goats, making homemade whatever shelters out of sticks and paths in the woods, and planting, as a kid, taking a clump of flowers and trying to replant it, and they probably died, but you tried, right? Wild flowers and just fun outdoors. That's what I did. I didn't grow up with technology, and I'm really glad I didn't because I was out in the fresh air. Nowadays, where does everybody seem to want to be? Especially the youth of nowadays. They want to be in front of like a computer or on a cell phone, or they just want to lay around and play games all day long. Now, for people like me, I didn't have technology when I was younger, so yeah, it's a very nice thing. You can watch videos, you can do live streams, you can talk to wonderful people, even people across the world. But I'm really actually very happy I didn't have it as a child because I got to live life without it. And now with technology, it's wonderful unless you're trying to live stream and then people can't hear you. Do you know how irritating that is? Very. And now I think I hear a train. But I'm on my phone, so that shouldn't matter, right? I'm so used to when the train goes by, then it cuts out then too. Ugh. We want to be listening to Fishy. Well, I hope you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? It's like that cell phone thing, right? Can you hear me now? There's something like that, right? Cell phone usually has better internet than the actual laptop or computer. I know, isn't that crazy? So, how is it that this little device that doesn't take up much space? I mean, it might be the size of a person's hand or something, right? And there's no extra equipment set up or nothing. It's just a little rectangular whatever. So, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't make sense because the other, for the internet, I have, well, it's called like LTD broadband or something like that, internet. And, they have to come out here and survey and see, where the closest, I don't know what you call it, the closest tower, I guess it's called, right? And then they have to set up the dish so it's pointing just right to it. And then you have the cable that comes to the house. And then you have to make sure you have a router and whatever else. And then you have the Wi-Fi signal coming from that. Or you can directly plug it in. And why is it you go through all of that hassle with all of that expensive equipment and it does far lesser than your cell phone? Very irritable fish when we can't hear your beautiful voice. Yes, very irritated. I get very irritated. I would like to be able to speak. And if I am seeing and hearing correctly, I heard that Gil Skills shared me out, so I do not see Gil Skills speaking in here, unless I missed him. But thank you, Gil Skills, for sharing this out. That's very kind of you. Donna says, I need a man. Ah, well, I thought you had a man. I don't know. Yes, it's nice to have a man. That's for sure. Okay, you don't see him either, so it's not just me. Being I was here and then not here and then here again. Oh, see, there he is. There's the man of the hour. I was told that you shared this out, Gil Skills, so thank you for doing that. So first, I'm going to do the sharing button, and then I'm going to do your special button. So hold on, folks. Here we go. And then, of course, his special button. And there you go. Thank you for being here. And yeah, see, sometimes people like to just be here to kind of listen to it as a podcast, so they might not actually say anything in the stream. And I can understand that because sometimes when you feel more committed to interacting and typing, because if somebody says hi to you and you don't say hi back and they feel like you ignored them, then you get unintentional hurt feelings, right? And you're trying to get something else done. So anyway, so I do understand. So I don't know how long you've been here, Gil Skills, but I mean, if you've been here a little bit and just listening, I mean, I totally understand because I've done that before too. Or sometimes I might say something like, "Hello, everyone, I'm here, but I'm lurking." So I won't, basically trying to say, if I miss you, sorry, I didn't mean to. Or if I'm lurking, sometimes I might be in a different room on my phone, which is really horrible to try to keep up with everybody. I do see that Timmy S is here. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? Well, now that I think my internet is working better since I'm using my phone instead of this big contraption of an expensive Wi-Fi thing, I was going to go and look up the channel because earlier on, can I still scroll back to them? Anyway, oh, there we go. Earlier on, Paranormal had stopped in and they came from the LFLS. Like father, like son, I believe is what that stands for. I always try to remember what that stands for when people put the initials. Anyways, I'm just going to go over here, and I kind of just want to share that channel because they were so kind, and they have rated Ron and I at times, and they've been very, very kind. I haven't been there many times, but the times I have been there, they've been very welcoming. Like, when you go to some people's channels, you feel like you're a stranger and they kind of like treat you like, gee, are they going to like puke on me or something? No, these people don't do that. They basically welcome you with open arms and they promote your channel and they're very nice. So, okay, that is right. Okay. I had to think there for a second. It's like, I think that's what it is. And Lady C, hello. How are you doing? Oh, and Donna said she has to go. Okay, Donna, thank you for being here. All right, so like father, like son is LFLS. So this is their channel. Like father, like son. Like father, like son. Yep. So I'm just going to share that because they're just a great channel. I haven't been there many times, but in the little bit of times I've been there, they've been really, really nice. Oh, Lady C, you need prayers. Okay. So everybody here, please keep Lady C in your prayers. Lady C, whatever it is that you're going through, we hope and pray that it gets better for you. Okay? So thank you for bringing that to our attention. Yeah. And many hugs sent to you also. The hills have eyes treatment. Okay, Lady C. I didn't know if you wanted to say, but there we go. Lady C needs prayers because her dad is in the hospital and is not doing very well. So, everyone, please keep Lady C in your prayers and thoughts today because, as you know, this is going to be very difficult for her because she doesn't know what's going to happen. And then, of course, just, pray and hope that her dad will get better and, at the very least, that there is comfort, in whatever he's going through. So, thank you for sharing that here, Lady C. We're all thinking about you and your dad and your family. I mean, anybody involved. Oh, wow. Making her way back to Texas the next 48 hours. Okay, well, I hope that all goes well. Okay, you be safe on your travels. Yeah, okay, Donna. That's good. That's good. Yes, you're very welcome. Cuz anybody that if you have anything on your hearts that's going on, please bring it up because we would like to know, or I would like to know, and I say we because I would think others here would like to know too. I can speak for myself and for Toyman that we do like to hear, what's going on because then we can keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Because otherwise, if you don't say, how are we supposed to know? We wouldn't know, right? So you just take care there, Lady C. We're thinking of you. Yeah, and you can keep us updated when you're able to. I mean, take care of what you need to do first. But if you're able to, let somebody know so we know what's going on. Exactly, Donna. Yep, prayers for your dad and for your safe trip too. Because, yeah, we need you to be okay when you're driving too. Okay, and then Donna's saying, just pray I stay out of my depression. And that'll be good for me. So, yeah. So, yes, prayers for you, Donna, that you're able to stay out of depression because being in depression is no fun. I have been there myself, and that is a very dark place. And there's so many people. I mean, there's a lot of people that deal with depression and sadness and of different levels, but there's also a lot of people I've been around that don't understand it. I've been around people, they'll be like, well, that's just silly or that's just something. And they truly just don't understand. Depression is a real thing and it can have real consequences too. So, yes, Donna, I really do hope that you don't go there because I know we've all probably been there to different degrees. So, I don't know exactly how you felt or where you were at, or anybody else here that might have dealt with depression or anxiety or whatever emotional stuff. But I have been there myself, and it's very difficult. And if you're around people that just, I don't know, would the right word be blow you off? Maybe that's a weird word to put. Or they just don't want to believe you. They just think you're just being silly. Or you're just a little extra sad that day. No, it gets to be a lot more than that. Yeah. Anyway. All right. That'd be good, Lady C. Okay. That's good. That's good. Whoever you're connected to, whoever you feel comfortable letting know, you do that. Just let them know because we do care. All right. John Smith, good to see you. I'm so glad that you came swimming in today. And yeah, Donna, a roller coaster. That's kind of life, though, isn't it? That just seems to be life, because some days we could be up on the tippity top of a mountain, and then other days we're like at the bottom of the ocean, and we're like, how did we get there? Yes, Lady C, and that's very understandable, though, that you're in a mix of emotions, because you just don't know what's going to happen right now, right? That's why. So your mind wants to know, and if it doesn't know, it goes all over the place and it can drive us crazy. But that's normal, Lady C. That's normal and it'll be all right. I mean, whatever occurs, we're all here for you. I mean, hopefully it'll be a good result. That's all we can pray for. So, yeah, it's good to see everyone here. And yeah, Toyman says he's doing great. Well, Toyman, did you wake up enough yet? See, he hasn't been awake for very long. I'm not sure how many cups of coffee he's had, but he was probably half asleep when we first started here. But he still made it, so that was very nice. I'm very glad that, well, I'm glad to see each and every one of you to be true. But of course, it's nice to have my co-host. My co-host, yes. My co-host here, even though it's just me here on this show, it's nice to have him here anyways. And then for any of you that don't know, we do a show each and every Thursday from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And that's the Toy Man's Bar. Well, geez, I'm going to stumble on words again. It's the Toy Man and Fishy Show. Yes, it's Toy Man's Bar and Grill and Go Fish Office. But it's called the Toy Man and Fishy Show. You are very welcome, Lady C, and I mean every word. Okay? We very much care about you. We care about your dad, and we hope everything turns out. And that I don't know if he's in discomfort right now, but I do hope that he can find comfort in whatever he's going through. Okay? And why did my stomach just make noise? Be quiet. I'm trying to do a live stream right now. I can't have you talking. Can't have my stomach talking if I'm doing a live stream. I have 2 cups of coffee, my sweet fishy. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds pretty sweet. So 2 cups of coffee. Well, you should be just waking up about now then. That's what I think. He's probably just waking up now. That's about right. That's about good. That's good. Glad you're waking up now. Time to open your eyes and see the sunshine. So how many of you saw my stevia video, by the way? I was talking about it earlier, but that was back when it was being glitchy and you guys couldn't hear me and some of you weren't even here yet. So it's like, oh, I might as well repeat myself. Sarah's wondering, did your live stream for Saturday get deleted? No. The Saturday stream was a members only live stream. So only there's only a handful of people that are actual paid members. And so it's unlisted. And that is why. So no, it's not deleted. It's just it was unlisted and now it's in private. So it's still there. But like I say, it's for members only. That's all. So yeah, that's another thing. Toyman's asking how you are doing today, Sarah. So yeah, on that note, oh wait, one thing at a time. Okay, I was gonna put my stevia video in, just in case anybody wanted to copy that, or maybe even go check it out for a minute. It's only like, I don't know how long it is. Oh, it's under 2 minutes long. It's under 2 minutes long. I couldn't remember. It's basically some pictures and words and me talking about stevia. I mean, I'm like speaking in it. I do a voiceover, I guess it would be called. John says, yum, coffee. That sounds delicious. I might have to go get some. It's only 9:43 p.m. 9:43 p.m. and you're going to go have coffee? I have to ask, are you a night owl? Because 9:43, that's going to be 10 o'clock at night. Shouldn't you be sleeping? Oh my goodness. That's funny. But after Sarah having that question about the Saturday stream, it makes me think that I would like to play about the Fishy Army promo. Because if you join the Fishy Army, then you get to be at the private unlisted live streams that we do every other Saturday typically. I mean, there might be some months that there are 5 weeks in it, and maybe it wouldn't be necessarily every other. but it's basically four hours worth, which is 2 hours on each Saturday, on 2 Saturdays in that month. It'll be just like this, except it's only to the people that have paid to be a member, and I will send them links, and they're the only ones that'll be able to participate. And they can be on panel or in the stream, and it's not public, so we can do whatever we wish in there. Play nice in the sandbox, and it's still the fishy room, so we still don't go to the gutter and all that kind of stuff. No, but we can talk about things, and the world isn't going to hear you. Only who's there. Anyway, here you go. Here's a little promo, and then I'll look back at the chat. There we go. Oh, look who's awake. It is Stuntman Steve. You know what that means? That means I have another button to push. Once I find it. Oh, there it is. I am just nibbling on some incredibly delicious, wonderful cheese curds. Yes, they are so good. They have like different kinds of pepper on it. I'm trying to see if I can read this. It has things like chili pepper and garlic, onion, green peppers, and some other like spices and flavors, but it is really good. And it's at my local grocery store, and that store actually makes it and sells it. So it's pretty good. Yes. Lexi's laughing. He's got his own button. Oh, Colette says, I'm currently feeding my jet black Burmese python while I'm watching this. Ooh, well, just be careful. Don't let it bite you or something. And Sarah, how are you doing today? I'm trying to think. I think last I knew you were, well, I mean, you've canned some things, I suppose. And then talked about, food, and it's important to have food in your house, which is very, very important. This is true. Right now, locally, for me anyways, I'm not seeing much lack of groceries or anything. The only thing I'm really seeing of a lack of is I did notice at my local Walmart that there's no eggs in the egg aisle. No fresh eggs. Now, I don't know if there's a shortage of chickens laying eggs and getting them to the store, or is everyone grabbing eggs for Easter, maybe? I'm not sure. But the aisles I go through and stuff, everything seems to be pretty good most of the time. I mean, sometimes maybe they didn't quite put their, what do you call it, replenish it or something. I have heard that sometimes the pasta aisle can be a little short of the noodles and stuff. But I typically am not down that aisle, so I myself haven't witnessed that myself. And let's see. Well, today I was at Walmart, and I did notice the one category of cheese was kind of low, but it's a more expensive cheese, and I don't know, for some reason, some of that was low, but most of it's pretty good. And like I say, the only thing that seems to be an evident thing, but that's been, I don't know, maybe in the last 2 weeks or something, there's been like no eggs. Like there was like all the cheaper eggs were gone, and then now like even the expensive eggs are gone at Walmart. So, so yeah. All right, Toyman will be right back. Stuntman Steve, yeah, I hope you're feeling better. You feeling better? How am I doing today? He's asking also. Well, other than me dealing with this eyelid issue and maybe being a little tired, I'm actually doing pretty good today. Last night was a little bit tougher, but all good. Today's a good day. It's a brand new day. The sun is out. That helps. But yeah, today I'm dealing. Well, okay, let's backtrack. It's been ever since later on Saturday when I've noticed it, anyways, that I was thinking like I refer to it as my eye, but it was actually my eyelid that was starting to bother me. And it's still being a bother. It doesn't hurt quite as much unless I really like move it around a lot and stuff. But what it is, I believe, is like called like a sty, and it's on the inner of the eyelid, which I have had this before in the past. And from what I remember, the kind like this can take longer to heal. I don't know if it's because it keeps getting aggravated, maybe because it's on the underside, like rubbing against the eyeball all the time, or why it might take longer, or maybe it's because you can't actually get to it as easily, or if at all, to maybe try to clean it, maybe. I'm not sure. But other than that, it's going pretty good. Apparently people couldn't hear me very well at the beginning because my my main internet wasn't working. So I'm actually relying on my mobile data at the moment. Thankfully, I did put some extra data on it here not that long ago. So I have no idea how much it'll go through in 2 hours. I mean, if it eats it all up, it eats it all up. I just hope it doesn't like quit before I would like to be done. I suppose I could probably check it every once in a while and see if it has an updated showing of how much I've used. Oh, geez. Might be those creepy crawlers in your eyes. Okay, Nora, would you like to see? Would you like to see? Okay, keep your eyes open. Don't be hiding in your little shell. Don't hide in your Nora shell because you must look. It says here that many people have tiny little mites living in their eyelashes. These microscopic creatures live in hair follicles and the pores of your face. They especially love eyelashes where they feed on oils and on dead skin cells. Now, I don't think that they would be the cause of a sty because they actually do good by cleaning up debris. But there you go. Had to show that since it's still here as an option to show in my StreamYard's gallery. And it just happens to be Nora's favorite topic. Yeah, I know. It makes you squirm a bit, doesn't it, Nora? It makes you squirm. But yeah, so thank you for the couple people that have shared this out. If there's anybody else here that could share this out, that'd be great because the more the merrier. Now that you can hear me again, we might as well add to the group, right? You don't want to keep the fishy all to yourself now, do you? That wouldn't be very nice. Oh, they have a certain kind of bug going around again there, huh, John Smith? Could be. I don't know. Things like that are always going around and around and around. I mean, I do understand there can be new strains and new whatevers, but there's really nothing new under the sun. It's kind of a thing. Nothing new under the sun. It's just in perspective to what it looks like. It may have changed a bit. Might change, I don't know. The structure of like the bug, we'll call it, might change a little bit. or circumstances that are happening in the world might change a little bit, or the wording might be a little bit different. But they say, what's happened in the history will repeat itself, right? There's nothing new under the sun. You are very welcome there, Nora. You are so welcome. So welcome. Yes. What else is happening? What else? Oh. Well, I was just talking about these yummy cheese curds I was nibbling on at times. How about all you? Do you have anything nummy that you're consuming today? Or any good beverages? Ooh, speaking of beverages. I was to the alcohol store today, and I will not be partaking of this because I do have obligations when I'm done streaming to drive, and I'm not going to be not good driver, right? Because you can't really drive if you've had alcohol, or you have to wait a bit anyways. And well, anyway, I don't like to mix the two too close. I like to be very cautious and very careful. So I'll save this for another day when it's a while before I have to drive, or maybe I don't have to drive at all, depending on the circumstance. What I have here is called Seagram's Escapes Peach. I believe is it Bellini? I'm not always good at pronouncing words proper, unless I've heard it before. Anyways, it looks very good. It looks quite peachy. The last time I had gotten some strawberry daiquiri and then like a pina colada type of thing. And I really like the strawberry daiquiri of this brand. And I was going to actually get that again if that was available. But that wasn't available. It was absent. So then it was down to more like the pina colada thought, or they had like a mixed berry, and then they have this peach, and then I think they had like a banana something or another, it seems to me. Anyway, I was going to go with the mixed berry, and then I thought, nah, I'm feeling a little bit more peachy. So I got the peach flavor. I figured that might be a nice sweet taste. I do like, if I'm going to have alcohol, I usually have like one whole bottle or maybe two, right? I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but what alcohol I do drink, I am more of a sweet tooth, so I do like it to be more juicy or sweet. Welcome back, Toyman's Bar and Grill. Glad you didn't get stuck. Anyway, and this stuff here is only 3.2% alcohol by volume, so it's like, I would say it's almost just half of the alcohol in like the content of the alcohol versus like Mike's. So like a Mike's, I would probably, like a Mike's Hard Lemonade, I'm talking. I would probably have one of that with food and water and other things to make sure I can enjoy it but not get weird side effects. Where this is only 3.2, so I mean I could only just have one and it'd be less. But I could maybe possibly have two and still be okay. It just kind of depends on the circumstance, depends how long I have before I have to drive, if I have to drive that day, and it depends on how much I ate and how I'm feeling, because I really don't want to feel buzzed or drunk or anything like that. It's just for a nice little adult beverage. I have noticed that if a person is anxious, let's say, or has a lot of things on their mind when they're trying to go to sleep, or bad body pains, let's say, I have noticed that a little bit of this can kind of relax a person a little bit. Now, obviously, sometimes I have to decide, do I want to take Advil? Let's say if I'm not usually one to take such things, but if I'm hurting bad enough, I have to decide, am I going to take Advil or am I going to drink some alcohol? Because I'm not the type that wants to mix those. I think some people might, or they might have them close together, but I don't want to take that risk. I pick one or the other. So, and I suppose it's already been an hour and I just got thinking, my thumbnail was talking April showers and then about May flowers, right? And just wondering, like, do you like flowers? Do you grow flowers? I really do enjoy flowers. There are so many beautiful kinds. I am definitely not an expert in it. Growing up, we mostly did like vegetable gardening and some fruit gardening of different sorts, like raspberries, strawberries, a little orchard that didn't seem to do very well growing up. Like we'd have apple trees that would die after a while. So that never was a thing, that not that great anyway. And they pretty much figure the reason was is because there was a lot of black walnut trees around that tend to kill things around it. That's all we can figure. But anyway, yeah, so growing up was mostly vegetables with some fruits. They grew grapes too, I guess. I think about it, like Concord grapes and things like that. And yes, mom would plant some flowers, but a lot of times it seems to me, well, I don't know what she did then, but I know nowadays anyways, a lot of times she'll just go buy flowers that are already kind of grown, and then just transplant them because then you don't have to go through the process of trying to grow them, I guess. But flowers are beautiful and I would like to get more into that, more of that like the floral and landscaping side of things at some point. I think that would be pretty cool. Stuntman Steve says sunflowers are hard to grow. Yeah, that's why I think some people just go out and get them after they've been grown and then just, plant them from there. Of course, there's different kinds of flowers. You got the perennials that grow year after year after year unless you kill them somehow. And then you have the annuals. And some of those annuals are so beautiful, it seems worth it. Because, in my opinion, it'd be nice to do a perennial because then you can just plant it and you paid the money for it and then you can have it every year. So, in my mind, I was always thinking, like, not that I ever got into buying flowers, but I was thinking if I were going to, why would I buy something that's not going to live to the next year? But I have heard that some flowers, they kind of do grow again the next year sometimes, like it's seeds or something, right? They have a head of seeds and you can use that for maybe next year. So it's maybe not always truly only for 1 year. Toyman's Bar and Grill says, I like growing flowers myself every year. Go Fish Office. Okay. Yes. Well, I guess I know this. You have some really nice footage of some really beautiful flowers. Last year, he did a lot of flowers that were like those purple hues and stuff. Maybe there were some blues. I can't remember exactly, but I remember there were some purples in there, and purple just happens to be my favorite color. Gemma, good to see you here, sis. How are you doing? I do hope you're doing well. And are you working on any more poetry right now? Like poems? You're so good at that. Oh, look at this, folks. Look at this. Gemma says, sharing is caring. And you know what? This is very true. And Gemma, thank you for doing that. And just in dedication to Gemma for sharing this stream out, this is in honor of you. Thank you, Gemma. Okay, cool. Gemma says she's got more poems and she's going to send some my way. I do enjoy reading them. And then when I get time and I've gotten her permission, that then I will actually copy them. So I'll put them on hard paper, right? Or hard paper, that sounded weird. It'd be a hard copy. Maybe that's how it's referred to, on paper. And then the nice thing is then I can put in a little spot where I keep my keepsakes, special memories, keepsakes, and I just keep that in honor of Gemma because Gemma is very good at her poetry and I really do like to keep it so I can look at it again also. Because it's, it's easy to just send it on social media somewhere. It could be sent in Hangouts, I suppose, or email or wherever. But then how often do you go there to look at it after you've already read it once? Plus, sometimes it gets buried, especially like in something like an instant messaging type of area, because after a while, if you chit chat some, it kind of gets hidden. And thank you, Gemma. She's just reminding that, yep, that I have her permission because I think that's important if you're planning to keep something of somebody's, even if they sent it to you. I always figure it's just considerate. It's very kind to ask before you just assume. Colette Whitney has a question. I have a quick question. If you were in a desert island and you could only take 3 items, what would they be and why? Ooh. So if you're at the desert island and you can only take 3 items. I don't know. The first thing that comes to my mind is 3 things of water so I can stay hydrated. But anybody else here is more than welcome to put their ideas into this too. If you were on a desert island, what are 3 things that you would bring? I suppose if I thought about it more, because, okay, if it's on a desert island, you need something to drink. But I suppose it'd be nice to have something for shade because we don't know if there's trees there. Right? And it'd probably be good to have something along to eat. So if I was going to be, think of more things than just water, I would say it'd probably be something like either Gatorade or water, some kind of beverage, what beverage of choice, but I would say water because your body needs water. So I'm going to say water and then food and then something I could like hang up for shade. For shade and or shelter kind of thought. But that would be hard, definitely, to figure out. Mike said volleyball. Are you thinking of that one show? What was that show called? Notepad, pen, drink, food. Yeah, there you go. So her notepad and pen, that'd be like one item, a drink, and food. Yes, you are thinking of that movie. What was that called? Oh man, I was gonna say, is it called like Outcast or something? Outcast? I don't know. I'm not always good with titles of movies and stuff, but I do know which one he's talking about. Wilson, the volleyball, right? Wow, I'm like, feel like I'm starting to lose my voice. Am I gonna make it to 2 hours? Wilson! So, I was speaking this earlier that I was eating some of these really nice cheese curds, and they have an assortment of like pepper, chili, garlic, and some other flavoring on them, and they are so good. I can just sit here and eat this, and this could be a meal in itself. Anybody else here like that? Anybody else like cheese curds or dairy of that sort? A lighter, bottles, and something to pass the time, like a book or something like that. Hey, there you go. Yep. There you go. See, we all have our own thoughts to what we would bring, right? Yeah, my voice, I think I need a drink. I think my voice needs a tiny break. So maybe I can keep talking. Hold on. I'm looking for something. Do I still have that here? Ah! I get a frog in my throat. Okay, here you go. You can look at this for just a second because I need to get a drink and I need to be able to speak. A speechless fish is no fun. Okay, here you go. Yeah. There you go. There's a little snippet of my idea, my goals. I kind of came up with that. It was later last year into this year, just thinking of what I would like to do. Because there's been so many years of me being basically just smothered into a place where I haven't been able to use my imagination to do what I would like to do. And so, in the brightness of a new year, as some people would say, I'm spreading my wings. I'm going to go after my goals, right? And some of them may work, some may not, but I want to at least attempt them. And that's just a partial list, I say, because I figure after a while I'm going to think of other things that I might want to add to that list or maybe edit it a little bit, right? And Colette Whitney, I actually have a video on my channel about this, and I can put that link in the chat here in a little bit for you. So then you can directly click on that and you can get a rough overview of it. I'm actually working on a second video that's the start of my own personal journey. And then I plan to do, a few episodes of that. But another side goal that I actually am going to do this year, or at least attempt it, kind of has to do with POTS, which stands for post-sterile orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And it's not just POTS. It's basically this. Another goal I'm going to start, and I might even start it this week, is I'm going to, for the first time ever, I am going to start a second channel. For my whole career of just being a watcher and like supportive of other people to being a content maker and a live streamer and all this, I've only had one channel for all of this time. I mean, I know there's other people that have more than one channel sometimes. Not all of us. Some of us do. But I decided that I want to do a second channel, and that second channel will be just focused on a certain topic. And that topic will be about, it's going to be focused on, well, for me, it's mostly on my condition, my syndrome, right? But there's other people that deal with chronic things too. So that channel is going to be about chronic, like illnesses or chronic struggles that people deal with. This could be anything from like what I deal with, which is POTS syndrome, to autism, to other autoimmune illnesses, to verbal and physical abuse, or I don't know, depression, anxiety, whatever kind of chronic thing that people are dealing with. Maybe just chronic body pain, It doesn't have to be people that deal with POTS like I do. But I figure some people will connect with me because they have POTS like me, but they might be dealing with some other chronic issues and they can relate because it's something they deal with all the time. So, anyways, that is something I'm going to be starting, and I'm hoping to actually start building that channel this week. So, I had to think of like a name, right? And I got to come up with an avatar and all the things. But so soon, very soon, once I have that established, I will let you guys know. And then you are more than welcome to join it if you would like. But that channel will be only themed about, I can talk about what I struggle with and other people can relate, and it'd be like kind of like one of those channels. I'm hoping that we can be supportive of each other no matter what we are going through. One of my thoughts was too, because, it takes a lot of work to even run one channel, especially for dedicating live streams and everything. So my potential plan, I'll say, because I think I could be incorrect because YouTube keeps changing their rules. But I believe you have to have like 100 subscribers or something before you can live stream on a channel. I could be wrong because I know things get changed and this or that. But anyway, my thought is this. passively when I get a video done about pots. I might change it up a bit and then put it over there. Nothing dedicated like every Monday or anything. Just when I have them, they'll get put over there. That way, it's not an extra stress or burden because that's the last thing I want to do. And then the other thought would be I would take my Monday solo fishy stream. So what I'm doing right now, and then once I have once I have people over there too, because to stream and there's like no people over there, that would be kind of pointless too, right? But once I have some people there that would actually potentially maybe show up, then I thought what I would do is I would just move this fishy solo stream over to that channel, and that would be easy content to do. So every Monday, eventually, I'm thinking I'm going to just go over there and talk about things. And then when available, if I do something on POTS syndrome, I will stick that over there. And it'll be kind of that themed stuff. And maybe I'll put like inspirational little videos together for us that deal with chronic things. But that's what it's going to be based on, is just chronic conditions we deal with and inspiration and togetherness. So that's just a side thought. That's another thing that I don't think I had in that lineup of goals. I do see that Brandon has snuck into the house. Hello, hello. And Colette, I will get to that in a minute of showing you that what that video is. And thank you. Thank you so much for caring. Ooh. And Colette had a delicious cheese pizza with salad. Ooh, nice. Very nice. So, anyways, I don't know. I guess you can give me some feedback. I'm going to start the second channel either way, but if you have any feedback, like, do you need to have 100 subscribers before you can live stream? Is this something any of you would be interested? Can you connect to that thought? And even if you don't, like have a chronic something going on in your life, that doesn't mean you can't be there. If you want to be there, you're more than welcome. Anybody can be there. I'm just letting you know what that channel is going to be themed. That's all. So I'm going to go over here to my channel, and I'm just going to pull up my POTS syndrome video while we're live streaming, while I'm thinking of it. Jeez, how long ago was that? Jay, it's been a month ago already. Part of the reason that helped me decide to do this too is that my first POTS video I put on this channel actually did very, very well. It's gotten like 200 views, which is pretty good for my average video. So I thought it should be a good idea then. Oh, there you go. Looks like Nora beat me to it, so thank you, Nora. So there you go. I was going to start to do it, but you know what? My mod got it for me, so thank you. One less thing for me to have to do. Yay! ¿Cómo estás? That's what Brandon is saying. Muy bien, Brandon. Muy bien. Speaking of that kind of stuff, I am learning. I say trying to, because, that's all we can do is try, right? I am learning a different language. I used to do some Spanish in the past. I did do some college on it, but you know how that is. If you don't use it, you lose it. But anyways, nowadays I decided to learn a second language, which actually is Dutch. I do know of a couple of people here in YouTube world that speak Dutch. And it's not just that, it's because I actually have a little Dutch in my heritage. And even before me now deciding to learn Dutch, I always thought that was a pretty cool little factor. I don't know why, but the Dutch always felt kind of cool to have in my genealogy. So I decided that is what I was going to do. And that is what I'm doing. So I'm only committing myself to 5 minutes a day. Now, that might not sound like a lot, and it really isn't. And you know why I did this? It's so I'll stay dedicated and do it. Think about it. If you are going to add something new to your life and you have a busy schedule, 5 minutes doesn't take that long, does it? So What I do is most of the time it is only 5 minutes. Yes, it is. But I've had some times when I've had more time and I may have spent a half an hour on it because it's kind of fun. But the big thing is keeping at it, right? Keep going and going and going. I mean, little bits every day is better than some bits or a lot of bits, but then not every day because consistently, that's the word I'm looking for. Consistency is key. So that's what I'm doing each and every day. I'm doing it on Duolingo. I'm at like 50 days in a row now. I'm having a nice streak right now, and I want to keep it up. And there you go. Yep, this is one of the people I was thinking of, Bolvis here. He's Dutch. And I know of two other people that are Dutch also. So I think that's pretty cool because, well, you never know. Maybe one day when I actually kind of sort of might speak it somewhat good, then maybe I can practice with one of these wonderful Dutch friends and be like, so how terrible or good am I at this? Because they're going to know. They're the ones that speak it. I'm learning it, but they actually speak it. I'm assuming and hoping that my data is up to date when I look at it. It says I've used 2.25 gigabytes and I have 5 gigabytes. So I've used about half. And we're almost really, we have about another 40 minutes to go. So as long as that's pretty up to date, that's not so bad. So that's pretty cool. Captain Jerk! Aw, did you do a raid? See, Justin is an amazing friend. And out of everybody thus far, guess what? Unless I'm having a fishy fart, that happens. But I think it's only been Justin that has rated me thus far on my streams, and I sure appreciate it. Justin, I don't know, this has to be like at least his third time doing this. He is super amazing. Justin, here is your button.
I am the insurmountable, inflappable, and incalculable and incorrigible Captain Jerk.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, it's a one-man raid. Well then. What, did you forget to tell the others? That was funny. That's okay though too. Just Justin himself is well worth the raid also. He's amazing. He is amazing. Speaking of amazing, I did make a new button for a character named JDS, but I don't see a JDS in here. I should have said something about this when Paul Hodges was in the room. I mean, he might still be in the shadows here. But, yeah, JDS, if you're here or if anybody knows JDS, he's usually at like Canadian Drone Hub, Paul Murray type live streams. Anyway. Yeah, it'd be nice if he was here. I could play his brand new button. Yes, I could. Yes. Ah! Oh, jeez. Now I'm dropping things. Really? I was just writing down a thought I just had on my notepad here. I don't know if any of you are note takers, but I have to write things down if there's something I'm maybe thinking of at the moment, because otherwise, it might just, swim away. My thought will swim away. So you know what? It does not make me a weaker person. I'm just being smart about it. So you know what I do? I write it down. Oh, did you have a mango on your stream? Did you like your mango? Did you like your mango, Justin? Hey, Justin, I went to the store today. Well, not just a store. I went to a couple stores. Did some grocery shopping. But you know what? I went to the alcohol store and I got me some Seagram Escapes Peach Bellini. I don't know. Is that how you say it? It's a Bellini. I'm probably like really saying that wrong and you're probably all laughing, but it looks pretty peachy. Looks pretty peachy. Mm-mm-mm. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, eat 'em up. Yes. Yeah, see? Okay. I'm not the only one then, and it's okay. If I were the only one that wrote things down before I forget it, that's okay. Because that helps keep me in order. It helps me potentially not, you know, forget things as quickly. Okay. It is, and this is for Captain Jerk. He says spell it. Well, it's Bell. So like bell. Like a ding dong, it's a bell. Yeah. Then I. I suppose I could just type it too in case, you know how sometimes you spell it out and it doesn't come across right? I'll do this. I'm gonna just type it in too. Make sure I typed it in correctly since my eye can't see worth beans sometimes here because of my eye sty. Eye sty. Hey, I'm rhyming. My eye sty liquids are making me blindy. Kinda. Ugh, there we go. I'm saying Bellini. I could be totally wrong, but then you know what? I can just call Bellini because you know what? I can. Yes. That sounds Italian. That's what Bubblevis is thinking. Could be. I don't know. It's not. It's not from Fishy Land. Fishy Land. Yeah. Fishy Land. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not a real big like alcohol drinker, but when I do get some alcohol for here and there, just for an adult, nice, pleasurable drink to have at times, I do like ones that are a little bit sweeter, more it's more like drinking juice really with a kick, right? It's like yeah. Now, at one point, I did also get root beer because I love root beer, and I got root beer that had alcohol in it, and it's basically like alcohol with a kick, right? That's how I look at it. So I don't, I'm not like attracted to alcohol. It's not like I drink it for the alcohol, but it's nice just because I'm an adult and it feels nice that I can drink it, I guess, and it can have a calming effect, I guess. And if you're in a lot of pain or just stressed, it does seem to do something there. Taz T is back. Welcome back. But yeah, for me, I do have a list. I actually have a couple lists because I have like some days when it's more structured and I have a lot of things I need to get done. I have a list, but they call it like a block. I think they call it a block list, where you basically are blocking out certain amounts of time to potentially get certain things done. And if you get past that little time frame, then you basically don't look at that stuff anymore and you move on to the next category of things. It just helps me keep in order and in routine, and it makes me feel accomplished and focused. If I don't have any kind of list, like, okay, I do have days I don't have a list. Like, usually, like on the weekend, for example, it's kind of more my break time. It's my time to put my feet up, maybe get some editing done, maybe watch some videos, maybe catch up with talking to friends, right? If it's something like that where I'm purposely trying to relax, then I don't make a list because why would I make a list if I'm trying to relax? I mean, I might jot down a couple ideas I want to do on my day off, but that might be about it, if anything. If anything. But on my normal days where I have a lot, like a lot of people don't know, but there's a lot of things I juggle in the background, and I like to have a list to kind of help me figure out what I'm doing at certain times. And I don't know about any of you, but sometimes the littlest of things can make you feel like you achieved big accomplishments. For me, there's something about having a paper and a pen and being able to cross or check things off. They can be the tiniest accomplishments. Like I'll have the littlest things like the first thing on my list typically is wake up. How hard was it to accomplish that? Just to wake up, I get to cross off that first. That is exciting. And then after that, it might be like brushing your teeth or getting dressed, maybe getting a drink of water, or maybe getting your supplements ready. These just little things. And I know most people could probably not write that down, and I don't have to write them down to remember those things. It's routine of doing them. But there is a sense of accomplishment when you can actually cross it off. Every little thing you can cross off is huge. It's just a way of, I suppose, in a sense, tricking your brain to make you feel like you did good that day, even if you can't get everything done that you wanted to do. Okay, so Bubble Vis makes to-do lists, see? But anyways, like I was trying to say, and I think I quit saying, is I do a couple lists because I have like my what I'm going to do that day, which typically is every day. You're going to wake up, you're going to brush your teeth, you're going to, have breakfast, do the dishes, do the laundry. You have your traditional every day you're probably going to do that kind of list. And a lot of times, actually, what I've been doing lately is I go on Google Documents and I just type it out. So then I don't have to rewrite what's going to happen probably every single day. So you just print it out and then but you still get the pleasure of crossing it off. Hi, B Wizzle. Good to see you here. I'm just swimming around. That's what I'm doing. I'm just swimming around. Anyways, and then I have a side list, which sometimes I'll jot things down like I just did, like on a paper in general. But I also have a Google document list, and that, excuse me, and that is just a general list. Like if I have a time where I would like to get something done and I have nothing else pending, then I'll look at that overall list that could be done, that day or in the next month or maybe in the next year. I mean, some things can wait, right? I also have a list of video ideas because sometimes we run out of ideas. So if I get a little spark of an idea, I write it down. So yeah, I'm definitely a list person. I do like writing in a notebook, but it's nice to have it on Google Documents. So sometimes if you don't feel like writing everything out, you can just print it and it's there. It's all done. I definitely have a list when going to the grocery store too to kind of help me remember what I would like to get. And I don't know about you guys, but I usually have a limited amount of of cash that's on me. So as I go through the grocery store, I will round it up. I usually round it up just to be on the safe side, right? Because there will be tax on some things, and just it's better to think that you're going to spend more than you will actually spend at the cashier. So if it's like a dollar, I don't. Let's say it's anything over $1. Let's say it's even $1.05. I don't know. I'll just round it to $2. So if it's a dollar whatever, it's $2. Or if it's 5 something, then round it to $6. And it's kind of funny. I need another piece of cheese. But it is funny because let's just say you think you're going to spend $100 because you rounded everything up, and it's like, oh, came to $99 or $100 or whatever it is, right? And then you go and check out, and it's only $80. Wow. Then you feel like you had a discount. But I always like to do that to be confident that I have enough on me to pay for what I'm going to get. Because some stuff, like I say, does have tax on it, so you might as well round it up to be on the safe side, right? Well, there you go. See? Bubble Vis is teaching Taz T some Dutch. Yes, there you go. Well, we've made it for 1.5 hours. I know at the beginning it was a little bit funky with my internet, but I haven't heard anything back from anybody for the last majority of the stream, so I'm going to assume that it's sounding good now ever since I swapped over to my mobile device. And I wonder this. I guess I would have to find out because I think, okay, this is what I'm wondering before I trail off too much. Since my mobile device is doing so well compared to all the setup like internet that does, well, lack of better words, doing crappy. And this is actually doing terrific. Is there actually is there like a cutoff to how much you can use on your phone? Like if I were to go in to my cell phone provider and change my plan to unlimited talk, text, and mobile data, could I just use my mobile data for this, or would they actually cut you off at a certain point? Do you know? Because that would be pretty easy. Then it's just all on my phone, right? I just got to make sure my phone is charged up or charging, and then I could just pay one whole bill, right? The bill of the phone, and then the internet, it would be included. And hey, it'd be a mobile device, so that means I could go like on a nice long walk and bring you all with me if I wanted to. Sorry, clearing my throat. So it's just a thought right now. I mean, I suppose I can ask them, is there a cutoff? I mean, could I? Is that a thing? Could I just put my phone to all the unlimited stuffs and then use that as my source for all the things or not? I don't know. Because obviously my internet is perfect right now because I'm using my mobile device, which is just silly, isn't it? I'm using my tiny little phone versus the internet setup, which involves like a dish, right? That's mounted up on a pole with the cable that comes to the house. They had to come into the house, and you have to have a router, and then it's like all the things, and it's stationary, and all the things, and it works worthless, right? Joyce and Cooking with Stefan. Wow, they just bounced in while I was like looking out the window. Hello, Cooking with Stefan and Jacqueline, and hi, Joyce. And Joyce, have you heard anything in reference to? Oh, geez, what's her name? Is it Rebecca? Geez, I probably butchered her name, but you know who I'm talking. You know, where I met you. Have you heard anything about her? I hope she's doing okay. I think about her quite often, actually. Just having a brain fart at the moment, though. I could be saying the wrong name, but I think you know who I'm talking about. Colette says, I think you'll need to contact your mobile provider. However, I think you can buy more. Yeah. Yuppers. I don't know. Because think of how nice and easy that would be if I could just rely on my phone for my internet. Now, at this point, obviously, as you can see, I don't have my camera on for public setting. The only time I put the camera on is if it's just a private talk with friends, or if you're a member and if you're at my private, but still, well, they're unlisted. If you're at my unlisted live stream, which is just like this, except you have to have an invite to be there, I do have my camera on. But for like here, if I brought you on like a walk, let's say I brought you on a walk because I want to go walking on the trail as soon as it's nice and warm enough. In reality, if I had the mobile data like unlimited and that did work out that way on my phone, or at least have a bulk of it. I mean, it doesn't have to be all of it, I guess. Anyway, find out how much I can use. I could bring you on the trail with me. Now, what I would do is use my phone for that and then, just switch the camera so it's looking at the trail and not at me. And I could do that here on a public live, right? And then still talk to you all. And or I could also use it at the member stream. And then that one I could go back and forth. Like it could show my face or not, right? So Joyce says that she has not heard from her. That's concerning. I hope everything's okay. Hopefully maybe there's just a little scuffle and maybe she's just need to take a little break. As long as they're okay, that's the big thing, right? Well, yeah. They could take a walk with me, and like I say, it depends on which audience that I'd be doing it with. But if it's like with our members, I mean, I could even bring them to the beach, right? And I could go swimming and they could watch Fishy go swimming. I don't know. That would be pretty fitting, right? But it's just thoughts, just thoughts. Like if I have mobile data, I don't have to be stuck here indoors in this house. I could actually go do things. Also, if you have apps on your device, that too can chew up so much data. Yeah, that's true. But I was just thinking, Colette, I mean, they do have a plan out there called, this unlimited data. But then I think I've heard some people say that if you were going to use it continually, that they, I think, kind of cut you off. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I'll have to talk to them and see because if they didn't cut you off, that would definitely be a route I would be considering because it is so frustrating with the other kind. It just never seems to want to work. And okay, Joyce, I guess I kind of missed. I must have missed like one of the last. Was it her last stream that she was saying this on or something, or maybe after the fact? I don't know, but I missed it, and then life gets busy, and I was to her streams a lot, but I just was like, okay, did I get on sub from her by accident, or is it just me? Has she been not streaming? And I think I was talking to you in one of my streams or our shows or something in the chat here, right? And you said no, she hasn't been on. And I had went and checked, I think, about that time too, and didn't see anything. So yeah, how long has it been, Joyce? Has it been over a month? I know time flies, so yeah, it's been a while. Mobile streamers usually have some costly devices. Yeah. But I mean, I know that even being on a mobile device, you can get patchy areas where I could end up where you can't, potentially hear or see me or something, depending on what crowd I'm with, of course. So I have to check that out. The other thing I'm waiting on is this. I renewed my library card. For the longest time haven't used it, and I wanted it back because I thought, well, there's probably books and videos and other things or movies I should say that maybe I want to check out instead of trying to buy it or something, or maybe I can't find it on the internet for free. Maybe I can get it from the library. Also, I do know from a family member that I found out that you can actually um, basically check out Hotspot, and it's free because it's through the library. And I actually had used it from this person one time when my internet was basically, well, it was touchy. I don't lost the words right now, but you know what I mean, right? It wasn't working good. I don't think it was totally off, but it wasn't working good. It was a little patchy. And when I had heard that she had this device, and I think she had other things going on that day, so I figured, might work out to test it out to see how good it worked. And that was just like my mobile device here. It was perfect. Wonderful. Okay, Joyce. Okay. It's been 3.5 weeks. So she said a month though. It's 4 weeks in a month, right? So I guess we'll see then. If it's gonna be a month and it's only been 3.5 weeks, in the next week or so, then we'll find out. I know, I'm getting closer and closer. I can't wait. It's gonna be lots of fun. Lots of fun. So yeah, we're getting closer, and actually, once I get over 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna have a huge giveaway. Right now we're just doing what we would consider mini giveaways. I mean, they're still nice giveaways, like this last giveaway stream. Karen M won the giveaway, and I actually sent it off today. She is getting a nice custom made t-shirt that has our show logo on it that I made because it's part of our merch. That's part of it. So she's got a t-shirt coming her way. along with a copy of a piece of artwork I made. And this artwork is actually this one. She's getting a copy of Toyman Caught the Fishy artwork that I made earlier on. And it's signed. And she gets to have that and some I think it was the show sticker I sent her. So yeah. So we're doing like mini ones right now. But after the big giveaway, oh yes, you don't want to miss that because it'll be a lot of things that Toyman and I will be contributing, be it merch and more. Plus, our current sponsor is going to customize. I'm not going to go into specifics because you want to keep it a surprise, but basically, it'll be a very costly like jewelry piece that's customized for that celebration. So it's going to be really exciting, and I'm just thrilled. And I know everything takes time, but we're getting closer, or I'm getting closer. It's like it's so close. So it's just like just a few more people. And then just to make sure it sticks, just because that giveaway is going to be like I say, I mean, they're contributing and we're going to be put a bunch in and it's going to be kind of a costly one. I mean, whoever wins that's going to be very happy. We want to make sure, we meaning, me, my co-host, and our sponsor, wants to make sure that it sticks. I mean, that helps, right? After putting all that effort and money into it. So the actual giveaway of that giveaway probably won't be until I get to like maybe 1,020 or something. Because as most of you know how it works on YouTube, where you might get to a certain number and then it goes down and it goes up and then it goes down. So we'll probably wait till like 1,020 or something just to make sure it sticks in that thousands category. But of course, once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm sure we'll have a special live stream party and other fun things in between. Oh yes, Bubblevis trivia. Yep, we usually do trivia on Thursdays. Lately, what I've been doing is like when Toyman, aka Ron, when he's doing his live drumming, what I've done lately is I do just in the stream, trivia. Gives us something to do while we're listening to that wonderful music, and it's just gonna be typed in anyway, so why not? I know! Only 30 more. I know. I was just thinking this. I mean, it's not that much more, people. Not much more. So once we hit that, even if it's gonna bounce down into the 900s again, I have to say, once I hit that 1,000, we're just gonna on the spot. We're just gonna go live for at least an hour, just to party that we reached that goal here for this channel. Yeah, we'll definitely have a big party once it gets to 1,000. And then, like I say, once it's like for sure more so stuck in the thousands, then we will have a grand giveaway. So yes, it's on Thursdays for us, Bubblevis. I'm just trying to remember what the time difference is. But yep, Thursday from 3 to 7 Central Standard Time. So whatever that would be for you. Would that be maybe in the morning of Friday for you, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember all these time zones. But if you can figure out what your time zone is for Central Standard Time, then you can figure out. So basically in the ballpark where we're at now, because I started this stream at 3 o'clock my time. And now it is 4:51 my time, Central Standard Time. Oh, and there he is. There's like father, like son. Yay! See, this is the kind channel I was promoting earlier. I even shared out the channel earlier on, that is. Because, like I've told everybody here, I've only been over there for, I don't know, it's been maybe a couple times. But first impressions stick around the most, you know that? And the very first time, okay, they rated Toyman's Bar and Grill when he was streaming. Thanks to Donna. She was the one that suggested it, I believe, from what I remember. And they came over and they rated him. They were so kind. And I was like, I have to go over and check these wonderful people out. So I actually swam the other way to say hello. And they welcomed me with open arms. You know, when you're at like new channels, sometimes you're like, oh, hi, I'm the new person, right? And you kind of feel like, oh, great. I hope they don't like, I don't know, delete me, time me out, hide me or something, because some channels do that because they like freak out if you're a new person because you might be bad, you might be a troll. They don't give you a chance always, right? And they kind of treat you like a stranger. Yes, when a new person comes into my stream, of course you're going to keep an eye on them because you don't know them. They're a stranger, yes, but you don't want to treat them like a stranger. And that's how we try to do it here. We want to welcome you like with open arms. And that's be it here or be it on the Thursday stream, you know, our show, or even at Toyman's Bar and Grill on Friday night. I mean, we like to invite you here. We want you to stay. We want you to feel like family. And yes, when you're new, you might like kind of have to keep an eye on you to make sure because there are sadly people that come in, pretend they're kind of nice at first, and then they do their real colors. But that will show, and then you can deal with it. You don't just kick the dog when they didn't do anything wrong. Come on now. Anyways, anyways, there's lots of wonderful people here. But right now, like father, like son, is they've just made a great impression, and that's why I want to promote them because they're doing a good thing. And so here you go. Here's another link to their channel. Like I say, I have not been there many times, but from the times I've been there, they're very laid back, they're very decent. They give you a full chance to just be there, and they try to support your channel, and I don't know, just all good. I can't say anything bad. I have not been there long, but from the little bit I've been there, it's been brilliant. So, like father, like son, keep it up. You're doing a great job. And yeah, like Colette Whitney, she's wonderful. It's brilliant that she's in these streams too. And then you got Nora, right? You got Bubblevis here, and Joyce, and Toyman's Bar and Grill, and anybody else that's lurking. I mean, it says we have 11 people. Stage fright! Just kidding. We got 11 people watching the Fishy. So there's other people here too, and you all are wonderful. Each and every one of you are wonderful. Thank you for being here. Well, it's true though. You deserve it. My first impression when I came into your stream, you welcomed me in. You didn't make me feel like, oh, there's this new person, and you know, I don't know. I've been through the hoops, I guess. I've been in YouTube or on YouTube, however you refer to that as, for a while now. And for a while, I didn't have an avatar. I didn't have any subs. I had nothing. I wasn't a troll, but you have to start somewhere. And there were some streams I would go to, and the mods must have been going back to check my channel, and I didn't have anything there. So what did they do? Some channels just assume, oh, there's no avatar. She has no subscriptions. Oh, and she has no videos. So that channel must be a troll. And then they'd like delete me and hide me. They didn't give me a chance. So I'm not a very nice person. I'm not gonna give anybody a chance anyways. But after me being mistreated like that, I think that kind of helped me, I don't know, kind of see it from that perspective. So if people come into my stream, if they behave themselves, they're more than welcome. I always give people a chance. And if they decide to sadly do not very nice things, well, then that's on them. But they get to show their colors before I decide what we do with them. You plead the fifth, huh? And hi, how are you doing? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. H7. Oh, pillow. How do you say this? I don't know. I like to butcher names, apparently. Maybe I'll just call you H7. Is that okay? Hi, H7. It's good to see you here. Yes, so I can relate to that. I can be very sensitive too. Although that's one thing that I'm working on, let's just say, for here on YouTube or just in life. It's something we need to work on. That the reality of the matter is this: what do we have control over? Hmm. What do we have the control over? Do we have control over the neighbor? Do we have control over fellow YouTubers and what they're doing behind our backs? Nope, we don't. We can stress and worry and wish we could try, we could whatever. But you know what? We shouldn't be controlling other people, and we can't, anyways. We all are our own selves. And sadly, some people are just going to show terrible colors, and some of us are going to show true, beautiful colors. And guess what we're in control of? Our own self. That's right. We only have control over our own mind and our own actions, and that's it. So if somebody's kind to us, well, that's pretty easy. Then we're kind back, right? But if somebody decides to be not nice to us, we cannot control what they did. No, that's their true colors. They can do whatever they wish. But we get the decision of how we react and what we say and what we do. And that's actually kind of beautiful, right? So once we let go of, I don't know, worrying about what other people are saying and doing, or trying to control a situation that we never could control, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel less stressed. You're going to feel more at peace. You need to be happy with yourself, and that's all you can do. And that's a beautiful thing. Just be happy with yourself. Watch what you say and just show kindness. Now, yes, sometimes there's circumstances with people that are doing not niceness that you might have to be a little bit firm with them and possibly be not nice in some way back to them. But, you get to judge. It's your own mind that gets to figure out what you do. But a lot of times, those people that are not being very kind, a lot of times they're hurting. You know that? They're either hurting or they're jealous or they're just in a hard place. So a lot of times the best thing to do is either, if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe not say anything, or maybe just say something very nice and positive back. What's that going to hurt? There are so many wonderful YouTube friends here. There are so many wonderful YouTube friends that are not a part of my life anymore. And yes, some of them did hurt me in different ways. But you know what? I would welcome them back in open arms. I'm a very forgiving fish, and I very much care. And I do. No matter what they think, if they're lurking here and listening to me and they know who they are, no matter where their path is, I do hope well for them. I hope that they're feeling well. I hope they're not in pain. And I hope they're happy in their life, because I do care. No matter if they're in my life or not, I do hope they're doing good. And I'm being true about this. I'm not just saying this. I truly wish that they are having a happy and good life, because that makes me happy. And we all make mistakes, We all say things we shouldn't have. We sometimes, maybe down the road, come to the conclusion that maybe we shouldn't have done stuff. And, anyway, just a thought. But yeah, all we can do is control our own brains. And sometimes we kind of hope for others to, this is something else I've learned about. Sometimes we hope others will read our minds or something and go get us the just right thing that we want. Sorry, people can't read our minds. And from this little coaching thing I'm in lately, this is an interesting thought. Sometimes you need to just go out and treat yourself. You know what you would like. You know what you'd enjoy. Pamper yourself every once in a while. And you don't even have to spend a dime to do it. Do you like to take a nice long bath? Maybe a nice bubble bath. Maybe you like a bath with candles and music. Maybe it's something food related. Do you enjoy chocolate? Get yourself a really gourmet, fancy chocolate. Who cares if it was $5? Enjoy it. Maybe there's a really special coffee at a coffee shop that you've always wanted to go get. Go do it. Maybe you want to go get a hair color or a haircut. I don't know. So it doesn't have to be food. It doesn't have to be a bath. It doesn't have to be a coffee. But what is it that you've always wanted and you had hoped somebody else would get it for you? Well, if you're able to do it, and if somebody else isn't going to be able to read your mind and do it for you, you take care of you and go do it and enjoy it. Don't be guilty. Enjoy the moment. I bet that'll make you feel pretty happy. Yes, Muscal said you cannot be happy if others are not very nice to you. But Muscal, like I say, I'm still working on it myself. Yes, I'm sensitive. Yes, people can still hurt my feelings. But I have to remind myself that that's their thoughts. That's their feelings. That's on them. I'm in charge of my mind and my feelings and my actions, and they're in charge of theirs. And you know what? They can do that. They have the freedom to do that, and we have the freedom to be us. So we have the freedom to be happy too. Yep, that's right. Sometimes people's actions isn't quite how you think it is. Sometimes the way that people react is because they're hurting. Maybe if you're the type of person that wants to pray, if somebody lashes out at you, pray for them. Maybe that's what they really needed. Maybe they needed a prayer from you that day, you know? I don't know. We don't always know. There are things going on in my life that I'm not going to speak about at this point in time. But that, I mean, I know this, that most people here have no idea what I'm going through behind the scenes. And that's okay. But it gives me, this makes me know that there's a lot of things I don't know that's going on in your life either. I do hope your life is going well. But unless a person says, we really don't know. So some people might be just having a bad day. And we don't know why. Maybe they are being hurt in some way that we don't know. Yes, self-care is one of the best components of happiness. Yes, you have to love yourself. How can you love your neighbor, let's say, if you can't even love yourself? You have to be loving yourself, and then your cup like overflows with love for yourself. In a good way, I'm talking, not, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you got to take care of yourself in a good way, right? And then you have more than enough to give to others. Because if you don't take care of yourself and you're just give to others, but you're not filling your own cup, you're going to dry up and possibly wither away, be it figuratively or literally. I know this for a fact from what I've been through. You have to take care of yourself. Okay? Take care of you today. I know we're at that 2-hour mark, but this was just very much all of a sudden on my heart. I think it's just something that had to be talked about today. Take care of you today. We will be back on Thursday for our Toyman and Fishy show. If there is something that you go out and do it for yourself. Or maybe you decided to go do something for somebody else who maybe is hurting in some way. Maybe you have that feeling and you're going to go do something for them. Do something for yourself, for them, both, whatever. Come back on Thursday at our stream and let us know. What did you do for you? Or what did you do for somebody else? Or at the very least, We get so much in a hurry nowadays. At the very least, I mean, this is like really small, right? But take 5 minutes for yourself. Maybe go outside, get some fresh air for 5 whole minutes. Now, of course, if you could do it for like an hour, that'd be much better. But sometimes we don't want to, commit to an hour. That's way too long. We're way too busy, right? Well, commit at least 5 minutes. Can you do that for yourself? Commit 5 minutes a day if you're able to of doing something for you. And you can always increase that number. You could start with 5 minutes a day, and then maybe that can increase to 10 minutes a day. And maybe it's not every day. Maybe it's 5 minutes most days, and then maybe it's an hour on every other day or every couple days or something. I don't know. Figure out something. Take care of yourself. This is a brand new year. We're going to have a wonderful year. It's 2022, folks. There's a lot of things going on in the world, but don't be smothered down by those things. In some ways, I think they want you to be smothered down. Don't let it happen. Okay? Keep swimming. Be free. You be you. Lots of prayers. You can do this. Lots of positivity. And yes, we're going to have to be ending now because it's over 2 hours and I'm using up my mobile data. Anyways, if there's any of you that actually want to message me, let's say behind the scenes, maybe there's things you want to talk about, because I know this is a public setting, so there's only so much we want to talk about in public, right? If any of you here want, you can go to my About page, and on there it does say something about, only people that in regards to merch can like email me at that email, blah, blah, blah. But I put that because I've had, as a preventative of a bunch of spam mail, because I said I'll delete it if it's not merch related. But if I give you permission in other regards, you still can use that. So all of you remember this, that in my About page, in the description part, it's not where the email typically would be because I wanted to explain that if any spam mail came, I would delete it. Just look in there, look for my email. If you have anything on your heart that you want to email me, it can be anything. Okay? Email me. Okay? Anything emailed to me or message to me will always stay private. I am one that finds that is very important. It's very important to me. It's very important to you. Anything there would be confidential. I would not spread it to anyone. Anyway, that's just an option. That's totally up to you. All right? So you all take care. I always like to end my streams with my positive saying because it's a good one. It's one that has really helped me out. Always remember to look for the positives, no matter how small they may seem. Because guess what, folks? You will find positives. Yes, there's negatives too, yes. But there's always a positive too. You just have to look for it. Anyways. So yeah, look for the positives, no matter how small they may seem. And always remember to smile each and every day. And I do wish you all to have a wonderful day and the rest of the week. It is only Monday, folks. So you all take care, and I hope to see you on Thursday. And then, of course, Toyman's Bar and Grill has his Friday stream, and every once in a while we have a Saturday public stream too. So keep your eyes peeled. You all are wonderful. You all are beautifully made. You are special. You are important. You are worth it. All right? So, and we're going to end with a song here, and I will see you next time.